welcome back to Let's Talk Tuesday. Welcome back to Let's Talk Tuesday. Let me tell you guys something. I am just overwhelmed and just loving my life and all these things. And let me tell you, I am a one-man crew here. I have two channels. I have Cooking with the Spice Queen and I have Let's Talk Tuesday. I do everything. I do my own editing. I do my own making the videos. I do everything. And I'm telling you, it is so tiring. And I love it when I finally get to sit down and do Let's Talk Tuesday, because all I have to do is talk. And I love that. But anyhow, I talk and I move around in my cooking video and do all these things. But guess what? I love it. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it. But anyhow, guys, today's Let's Talk Tuesday. I have on some new glasses. They're actually reading kind of prescription glasses that I got. I got these from TikTok, and let me tell you, I got a whole bunch of nice little cute little frames so that I can see without just getting all these funky, ugly glasses. But hey, tell me if you like them in the comments, because I like them. They're big, they're nice, they're black, and I got a whole bunch of other colors that you'll see in future videos. But anyhow, welcome to Let's Talk Tuesday. Let's Talk Tuesday. And what are we going to talk about today? You guys, I want to talk about, you know, I've been talking about relationships, relationship goals, love, sobriety, staying sober, 6 years of being sober. I've been talking about a lot of things. But I want to talk about, do you think it's fair, or do you think it's okay for, so say for instance, you're working, somebody's working, and the other person isn't working. And then the person that's working feels like, well, since I go to work every day, I shouldn't have to come home and clean. I shouldn't have to come home and do nothing. I shouldn't have to come home and take out the trash. I shouldn't have to come home and do nothing since I'm the only one working in the family. Do you think it's fair for that person not to contribute to the household? Do you think it's fair? I just don't know. But, you know, I was raised by a single mom. Never had a father in my life. Never seen a man do anything around in my life growing up. But my mother used to do everything. She used to cook, clean, go to work 3, 4, 5 jobs, come home, cook, clean, do everything. Take the kids to school, do the lunch, do every single thing. So I was raised that it doesn't matter if you work or not. You still come home, you take out the trash, you do some dishes if the dish is in the sink. You do whatever you still need to do. That doesn't give you the privilege to just because you work, that you don't come home and still help out in the household. I just don't live like that. That's just not the way I see things, you know, because I go to work, I come home, I still cook, I still clean, I still do everything, because you still got to maintain the household. It's just not fair that one person, you know, has to still continue to do the things, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think? What do you guys think? How do you feel about contributing to the household if you work? Do you think it's fair? What about, you know, even if the woman works and the man staying at home doing the house, making sure the house is okay. Do you think it's, you know, okay for the woman to come home and still have to, you know, cook and clean? I think if you see the trash, if you come in the door and you see the trash and you just got off work, boo-boo, take the trash out. Take the trash out. If you see some dishes still in the sink, do the dishes. I'm not saying if the lady's been at home all freaking day, ain't did one thing, just lazy, somebody's just being lazy, stuff like that. Now that's different. That's different. If the person's not doing absolutely not one thing at the house and you've been working all day and you come home and you still see dishes in the sink, you still see clothes on the floor, you still see the kids haven't ate. No, that's different. That's just pure out lazy. I'm not talking about laziness. I'm just talking about y'all both doing your fair share. You're doing whatever the lady's doing at home, however she's doing it, making sure you eat, making sure the kids eat, making sure the house is good. I'm talking about stuff like that. I'm not talking about just the person being stone cold lazy, right? But like I was saying, growing up, I've always seen the women. My mother has 4 sisters. It was all women, and I don't even know if they had husbands. I don't know, but I always seen the women doing everything. No matter what it was, come home doing everything. And then till we got to a certain age, the kids got to a certain age, 8, 7, whatever the age may be, we started having to do the household chores. We started having to take out the trash. We started having to do all the things that, mom, she said, it's time for y'all to start doing this stuff. So, she didn't have to do it anymore. But she very so often had boyfriends, which we'll talk about that on another subject, boyfriends in her life, but still, she always taught me, if you want something done and you want it done right, do it yourself. And I'm telling you, I do it myself because, you know, just little things irritate me. If somebody sees the trash, that's the worst thing in the world, when somebody will walk past a full trash can all day long and feel that they are privileged not to take it out because they went to work all week. That blows my mind to the flutiest of maximums in the world, that somebody will sit there and let that trash sit there and pile up and think that they don't have to touch it. That just blows my mind. I don't understand that. So, you know, like my mom, she said, you want something done, you want it done right, do it yourself. If you see the trash, you walking past it, take it out. If you see something on the floor, don't keep walking over it, pick it up. If you see a dish in the sink, get it together. You know what I'm saying? I learned that. I truly learned that, you know. And then my daughter, she, on the other hand, my daughter is very privileged. She feels like she don't have to do anything. She is Queen Latifah. She don't have to do nothing, and she won't either unless she really wants to, and she drives me crazy. That girl drives me crazy. So, you know, thinking that she has teenagers now that do all the stuff, to do the dishes and everything, and things like that, which is cool, which is good, because kids need to have chores. Kids need to have chores. I don't care what nobody say. Kids need to have chores. I'm not talking about slaving them, slaving the children, making them do everything and just be a little mama, you know. I'm talking about giving them a couple chores, something that they stick to. It learns them values and stuff like that. It learns them things that they need to know when they get older. You know what I'm saying? How to do dishes, how to keep your room clean, how to keep your bed made up, you know, stuff like that. I just find it I just find it silly that people think that way, that since I work, I don't have to do nothing in the house. I don't have to do the laundry. I don't have to do anything. And it drives me insane. So I tell you what, my next relationship is going to be 50-50. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's going to be 50-50. If you see the trash, take it out. If I see the trash, I'm going to take it out. You see some dishes in the sink, wash them. If I see dishes in the sink, I'm gonna do them, you know. But me, I like to clean. I'm a cleaner. I love it. I like to cook and clean. Those are two things that I love to do. And I tell you what, tell people, I get paid to clean. I get paid to cook. It don't matter. Let's just keep it real. But I love to do both of those things. And I feel sorry for people that don't like to do any of those things because they're so easy. It's so easy to clean. Just clean up after yourself. Just clean up after yourself. That's all you have to do, right? But I am enjoying this day. It's a beautiful Tuesday, actual Tuesday, that I'm going to be putting the video up. I'm not driving in the car or anything. I'm just sitting, chilling. I did 2 videos yesterday on my cooking with the Spice Queen. I made some chicken and sausage gumbo, and I made some neck bones and beans in a small crock pot. You guys go check out that channel, Cooking with the Spice Queen. I'm trying to build this channel. I'm trying to baby this channel. And really, I really just want to start not sitting down, but doing a lot of talking in the videos, because, you know, food is expensive, and plus, when I cook it too, I want to eat it too, and then you get bigger. Like, that's why I've never decided to do mukbangs. I said, I cannot sit and do a mukbang and cook this food and sit and then eat it. Heck no, because I'm telling you, I would be just big. I mean, growing if I did mukbang videos. But I like watching the mukbangs, I really do. But, you know, I just can't do any mukbangs. I can't sit there in front of the camera and eat all that food all day after I get done cooking it all. Nope, I can't do that. So, but I can sit and talk, and I can sit and chat, and I can sit and do my thing, chicken wing, and do what I do. But anyhow, I want to say, you guys, I truly appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by and coming over from Cooking with the Spice Queen channel. Just leave some comments, guys. Leave some comments. Leave some likes. Do what you do. Share out the video if you find the content interesting. And like I said, the question is, do you feel like it's fair if somebody works all day and the other person stays at home, but the person is still doing the cooking, the cleaning, she's still maintaining the household, the kids, all these things? It's like a job. It's really like a job to be at home, especially when you got kids to manage and all that other stuff, and you're not working. But let's say, for instance, that you have a side job. Say you're doing a couple things on the side, but you're still bringing in some income. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, you're not leaving and going out and working a 9 to 5 or whatever kind of job that you choose. Do you think it's fair? fair? Do you think it's fair for the person not to come home and do not one, take out not one trash, not to do anything around the yard, not to do anything outside? Do you think that's fair? I don't, because like I said, I was raised with my mother being a single mother, and I watched her do everything. I'm talking about everything that men do. She would work on cars. That lady would work on cars. That lady would work in the yard. She'd do a garden. She would do everything that a man could do. And that's why sometimes when I get into relationships, they always say I always act like I'm the man in the relationship, which that's not the case. That's not what I'm trying to do. I always act like that because I was taught, because there was no man figure in my life growing up as a kid, to just do it all yourself. And now I want to do 50-50. I want to be able to be with someone that can do half of the work. But in reality, me, I probably already have it done. I probably already have everything done, and the person don't have to do it. But if you see it, do it. If I slacked off a little bit, do it. Just do it. You hear what I'm saying? But anyhow, that's it for Let's Talk Tuesday, guys. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channels. And I'm hoping this year to hit 50,000 subscribers on my Cooking with the Spice Queen channel. If not 50,000, 80,000. I want to get up there. I want to get that number up high. And then on this Let's Talk Tuesday, I'm hoping to expand more time talking on the videos, more content, doing more things, and get this channel at least up to 30,000, 20,000 subscribers at the end of 2026. So guys, my eyes are really hurting today. I mean, they are so hurting so bad. I don't even know what's going on. But I had to go get me some more medicine to put in them. I got a lot of medication that I put in my eyes, rosaceas. I have a lot of chronic dry eye medications, a lot of things to keep them from drying out. So anyhow, until the next video, thank you so much for stopping by Let's Talk Tuesday. I love you guys so much. Holla at your girl. See you in the next video. Don't forget to go and check out Cooking with the Spice Queen. She's waiting on you. Smooches.